EA Sports College Football just released their first deep dive on gameplay, and here's our live reaction to it. Like, comment, subscribe below.
Welcome to the EA Sports College Football 26 Gameplay Deep Dive, a massive playbook expansion, all new player types and abilities, improvements to wear and tear, new control mechanics, stadium pulse, physics-based tackling, and a lot more. Let's get into it. With real coaches comes a massive playbook expansion. For the first time ever, over 300 real college football coaches bring their unique styles and authentic play calling to the game, delivering distinct program identities and more play calling variety. Over 2,800 new plays and over 45 new formations have been installed. New option types, motion types, bizarre plays and formations
I tried that in the beta.
at your fingertips, and they're all tuned so you can craft a strategy that feels like your favorite program. 10 brand new player archetypes and rebalanced abilities, now 84 total, are designed to showcase the wide variety of skill sets we see in college football every Saturday. Improvements to how abilities scale are based on performance. When a player gets hot,
Yep,
physicals
I noticed
receive a
that.
substantial boost, and platinum tier abilities will automatically upgrade to the new, more powerful Heisman tier. The Heisman tier captures those unexplainable moments when a player single-handedly takes over a game. New field vision introduces more realistic challenges for quarterbacks. Shorter quarterbacks will now have more limited vision when surrounded by taller linemen, and receiver
What does that mean?
requirements will fade as they come in and out of view.
Oh,
To ensure balance around how different abilities affected wear and tear
interesting.
during hits and tackles, every ability in the game was reviewed and adjusted. New customizable auto-sub options let you tailor personnel decisions to strategically handle wear and tear for every position.
Yep.
Complete control with adjustable impact settings and battle real-world conditions with new weather modifiers that impact wear and tear. And you'll get instant feedback with new pre-snap visual cues that can affect a player's demeanor, indicating their condition right on the field.
Nice. We did ask for that.
Physics-based tackling make better tackles actually feel better. New tackle types like wrap catch tackles and
Yeah, I was popping dudes in the beta.
offer more tools,
And that's such an old model.
dictate the game. With new authentic audio for big hits that adds realism and variety to defense. New dynamic subs allow real-time roster management without breaking from the action, enhancing the flow and strategy of every game. Make informed personnel decisions and get your starters back out there with one button press. A rebuild of offensive and defensive line interactions redefines trench battles. Control the direction of your blocks with new block steering, which factors in player attributes
No
like
way.
strength and momentum for more realistic line of scrimmage play.
Oh, that's gonna be sick.
And twist delivers more depth and control in pass rush. 12 different types of stunts offer a range of strategic options,
Oh,
providing a new layer to the chess match at the line of scrimmage.
I didn't figure that out.
We're introducing adjustable defensive zones for more precise control over pass coverage. Adjust the depth of where your safeties line up in coaching adjustments. Fine-tune your defensive strategies in real time and outsmart opponents. When you're on the home field advantage side of Stadium Pulse, it's a beautiful thing. But for visitors, Stadium Pulse in College Football 26 is louder, tougher, and more personal, elevating the chaos of night games in already tough-to-play places. More intense camera shake, new visual disruptions, and distorted clocks will throw off your timing and communication with dynamic intensity depending on the game situation or career moment. Pre-order the MVP bundle. Includes both EA Sports College Football 26 and Madden NFL 26.
This was dope. In the beta, you could do like left on the D-pad, and your lineup would show up. And so let's say you're running no huddle or whatnot, and you wanted to sub someone out, you can no huddle, but then you could do up on the D-pad, and instead of that being like a toggle for your camera zoom, if you don't have that disabled, it would bring up your roster. And let's say you're in no huddle like I explained, and you wanted to get your running back out to spell him for a few plays, and then put your goal line back in once you're in the red zone, like the low red zone inside the 10, you could do so and keep your tempo going. And so while I don't know if they fix fatigue because the model we played was so early, I do like the I don't know, like the line shifts of like getting a whole new cast of characters into the game. Internally, the reaction to on the fly subs has been awesome. It feels like football and plays like football. It's about time it arrived. I agree.
Before expanding on the system, my first priority was to address some of the tough to reproduce bugs while continuing to improve balance. We went after complicated issues, like players awkwardly stacking on each other without the play ending properly. This was a major fix. Then we carefully reviewed and adjusted every ability in the game, ensuring accurate balancing around how each ability impacted wear and tear during hits and tackles. Aftershock. Another key improvement and something the community clearly asked for was making it easier and more strategic to manage players based on their wear and tear. Yeah, I hated how wear and tear would happen, and you can see the body part, but you don't know how much it was affecting him. And now you can just look at anyone. It's kind of dope. I'd kind of lean on custom, honestly. I would just need a lot of great athletes on the field. Each position can now have tailored substitution. Ooh, there's so much I want to say about that, for real. Last year, toughness rating determined how much damage a player took to a specific body part after contact. This year, we've taken that a step further. Now, toughness also affects recovery, dictating how quickly each body part heals over time. Noted. That means the same rating that helps a player absorb hits also plays a direct role on how fast they bounce back. Makes sense. It's a deeper, more realistic reflection of what toughness really means in college football. Last year's introduction of abilities laid a strong foundation for capturing the explosive dynamic essence of college football. This year, we're building on that foundation, rebalancing existing abilities, introducing new ones, significantly expanding player archetypes, and delivering authentic moments. I love that. When a player starts to click, their physical abilities receive substantial boosts. If the player already holds a platinum tier ability, it automatically upgrades to the new Heisman tier, featuring enhanced effects and powerful new functionality, directly inspired by player feedback. You'll know exactly when it happens. A green flash around the player's icons signals a tier up. Conversely, if a player's performance drops, you'll see a red downward arrow, indicating they've dropped a tier. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Inspired by iconic hard hitters like Ray Lewis at Miami, each tier of the hammer ability now directly ties into our physics-based tackling mechanic, rewarding timing and skill. Reach the Heisman tier, and you'll gain an increased chance of forcing fumbles on perfectly executed hit sticks. Ooh, I love hammer. Loving hammer. Loving hammer. That's dope. Let's get right to it. College Football 26 is delivering the single biggest playbook expansion in EA Sports history. Yeah, I love some of the new formations, honestly. Georgia Tech has some good ones, too. I'm pretty stoked about that. Something that I didn't talk about, honestly, when reacting, the new scoreboard looks nice to me, honestly. You'll immediately notice the difference between Air Force's Flexbone DNA, yes sir, and you'll see spread out vertical attack. These aren't just roster-based differences, they're true philosophical fingerprints. After months of deep dives and expert insight, every single one of our 136 playbooks has been handcrafted to reflect real-life play calling and personnel packages. From Miami's modern-day air raid to Iowa State's power spread, every team has a unique feel, and every user has a real jumping-off point to build or customize the identity. I like how they put Air Force in there. Did someone at EA know me? Nah. That means you can mimic the chess match seen in real film from programs like Georgia Tech and Penn State. Whether it's sequential motions or dual motions at once, you can now shape-shift in formation to stress the defense before the snap even happens. That's sick! I didn't notice that. Is it just for double motion plays, or will I actually be able to motion two people? We've overhauled route logic and schemes like the run and shoot and veer and shoot. Receivers now read leverage, identify cap defenders, and react to middle of the field safety structure. That means better decision making for user QBs and more realism on every throw. This new logic also fuels option routes across concepts like HB choice, toss wide juke, and slot option. College football always has that guy, the do-it-all athlete who lines up everywhere. With our new gadget depth chart slot, you can sub that player into specialized packages across multiple formations, whether he's taking a snap at Wildcat QB or motioning from slot to tailback. He's now with true chest speed. The swinging gate, that's so high school, bro. I've never running that, dude. We called it the polecat down south. The option lives in Houston. This formation group blends Flexbone motion with pistol spread tempo. It includes 11 total wingback sets, a dream for users who love mixing triple option with quick game. Yo! Oh my lord. I gotta try it at least. I gotta try it. I love this. Get ready to be better. Get ready to be better. Last year we saw a heavy reliance on double mug and cover zero blitzes to overwhelm AI quarterback, making this a critical area for improvement. In College Football 26, we've introduced an upgraded hot read system and made significant enhancements to quarterback progression, logic, double move recognition, and overall blitz response. There are 12 unique stunt types available, each designed to replicate real-life tactics used by top defensive coordinators. These aren't just cosmetic, they change the timing, angles, and matchup logic at the line of scrimmage. New to College Football 26, block steering is a foundational trench feature that gives both users and AI the ability to physically influence the direction of a block once an engagement has started. Just like you'd see from the best defensive linemen who don't need finesse moves to wreck a game, block steering captures a subtle war of leverage and momentum. Sometimes it's not about winning clean. It's about squeezing the gap, clogging the lane, and turning a 6-yard run into a stalemate at the line. There are 700 plus new animations in this system alone. Every push, turn, and battle looks and feels different depending on who's involved. Untargeting defenders. I love this. And that's what they were talking about in the trailer. Your offensive line will now make more intuitive decisions about who to block and when to block them, based on immediate threats and overload. You can now flip your pass protection the same way you flip a play pre-snap. Just like in real football, quick flips now account for backside blitzers and rotating coverages, allowing users to adjust protection schemes on the fly. That's sick. Alright, and we're back. Last year, we introduced custom stems, giving you the ability to adjust the depth and angle of your offensive routes exactly how you want them. But offense can't have all the fun. Simply select the zone defender you want to adjust, press A or X on Xbox, then tap L1 to bring up the zone depth adjustment. Custom zones give you the flexibility to fine-tune your coverage and adapt on the fly. This gives you quicker, more precise control over your defensive adjustments, allowing you to get the exact look you want without cycling through coach adjustments pre-play menus. It's a feature that's been highly discussed with the community, and now it's in your hands. We made it a priority this year to take defensive back play in College Football 26 even closer to the action you watch every Saturday. That means smarter coverage reactions, more meaningful leverage battles, deeper risk versus reward mechanics, and the excitement and challenge of authentic one-on-one matchups. Route commit, call your shot. I played Travis Hunter at last year's media event playing College Football 25. He shaded inside on me pre-snap and got beat. He turned to me and said, "I know it's a low chance to get beat with the shade, but I'm still selling out here." That moment stuck with us. Shading is about positioning. Selling out is about commitment, and that mindset helped inspire what became route commit. Guess right? Lockdown, or strap, as the kids say. Your defenders will jump the cut faster, stray tighter through breaks, and squeeze passing windows shut. Guess wrong? It's costly. Defenders will react slower, take exaggerated false steps, and give up separation that turns short gains into explosive ones. With route commit leading the charge, we knew man covers needed to feel tighter, more authentic, and more rewarding for players who pride themselves on shutting down the perimeter. This year, the man-to-man game is much more varied. Elite corners like Leonard Moore will mirror receivers closely, breaking with quicker timing that feels earned, not scripted. Facing top-tier wide receivers like Jeremiah Smith or Ryan Williams, you'll still feel pressure, but the battle is fair. Winning means your leverage, timing, and positioning were all perfect. Losing means the receiver earned every inch of that separation. No eyes, no picks. I love this. You're not going to get any of those picks where you're not looking at the ball. Last year, some of the full-speed contested over-the-shoulder interceptions felt a little too much like defenders were turning into center fielders. I call them the Willie Mays interceptions. This year we improved that. When a DP doesn't have eyes on the ball, he won't make those unrealistic blind leaps anymore. No more backwards, acrobatic picks without vision. Instead, defenders react late, fighting through the receiver's hands, trying to knock the ball loose, rather than warping into perfect catch animation. It's all about context now. When a DB is in trail position, hips turn and run at full speed, you should feel more inclined to take a shot deep. You no longer have to wait until your receiver is 3 steps clear from breaking the jam. The game now rewards smart, confident throws that recognize defensive leverage. Swatting the ball returns to prominence this year. Now you must decide, go for highlight reel interceptions or make the fundamentally sound play and swat. Swats take defenders to the highest point, giving you a better chance to disrupt catches in tight windows. Picks are still possible, but only if you're in fade, looking at the quarterback, and perfectly positioned. Too many wide open interceptions fell incomplete last year. That wasn't right, especially after you made a perfect read and had your defender exactly where he needed to be. This year, we've improved that dramatically. Those no-doubt interceptions will stick. DBs will finish plays as they should. Every interception should feel deserved, whether you perfectly baited the quarterback, jumped a route, or made a perfectly timed break. This year, game features several...
This year's game, my goodness, English is hard.
This year's game features several new defensive formations tailored to modern college football offenses. These new looks are designed to improve your defense's ability to adapt to spread formation, create pressure, and better defend both the run and the pass. 3-4 tight, a variation of the 3-4 odd front. This formation moves both defensive ends into 4-eye technique, aligning them on the inside shoulder of the offensive tackle. This adjustment helps strengthen B-gap integrity and gives players a better structure to combat interior run play. 3-3-5 flex. Featuring 3 down linemen and an edge defender standing in a 2-point stance to the strong side, this look uses 4-man spacing while retaining the versatility of a 3 linebacker setup. It's well suited to defending spread offenses while maintaining pressure potential. Nickel single mug and nickel 2-4 single mug. These formations position a single linebacker directly over the center and a mug alignment. This alignment forces the offensive line to account for every defender at the line of scrimmage and can trigger one-on-one blocking across the board. The 2-4 variant adds 2-point stance edge defenders for a more hybrid linebacker look. These are especially effective when paired with new defensive line stunts available in the play call menu. Nickel load and nickel 2-4 load. Load fronts align 3 defensive linemen to one side of the center, creating immediate pressure challenges for offensive protection. Like the single mug set, the 2-4 load formation features edge defenders and 2-point stances, reinforcing a linebacker-heavy aesthetic and enhancing play calling flexibility. These formations work especially well with the new stunt-based plays. Returning formations. Several formations familiar to Madden players have also been added to College Football 26, expanding the playbook with more variety and situational versatility. Nickel 2-4, 2-4 double mug, and dime load, formerly dime sugar wheat. Hopefully it has that blitzing or that looping linebacker play. Yeah. New defensive plays. All that said, the team still created a number of plays with built-in stunt logic to provide ready-made options that pair naturally with the new formations introduced earlier. These plays were designed specifically to attack common offensive protection schemes and enhance pressure concepts from various defensive fronts. This one was crazy. I'm not going to read all of these, but y'all see them? Y'all can take a screenshot of it. RPOs are a huge part of the modern college game, and our defensive system is now structured to handle them with built-in rules that mimic real defensive football. Most run fits in College Football 26 are designed to be RPO sound, meaning defenders have clearer jobs based on alignment and route action. A and B gap defenders, usually interior linemen and backers, are now coached to play the run first. One of the most exciting additions to College Football 26 this year is the new coaching setting for safety adjustments, giving players full control over how their safety align, both in depth, width, and their position. This feature is all about pre-snap identity, whether you're building a defense that plays downhill or one that prioritizes keeping a lid on explosive plays. This system lets you coach with intention. Around college football, we see tremendous variance in safety depth. It is not just philosophy. Some teams bring their safety closer to tighten up run fits, others sit them deep to neutralize elite vertical threat. That spectrum of strategic flexibility now exists in game. Midpoint shift. This is all about repositioning your safeties off the defensive midpoint. Left and right, on field alignment, shift according to offensive strength, tight end side, field boundary, adjust relative to the wide, narrow side of the field. You can combine all 3 layers of control to match the exact identity you're trying to build. Want your safeties close and pinch against a downhill run team, but shift their weak to bait play action? You can do that. Need to get them deep and spread against a vertical air raid look? Covered. This is the type of setting that may fly under the radar at first glance, but for players who love building a real identity on defense, it's a game changer. It's one of our favorite additions this year, and just another example of how College Football 26 continues pushing towards authentic football control, from top to bottom. To take this a step further, College Football 26 introduces a new RPO-specific coaching adjustment, allowing you to fine-tune how your AI defenders handle zone read, peak, and traditional RPO concepts. Want your overhangs to be more aggressive against the run, even if it means giving up a quick slant, you can dial that up. Prefer they sit back and protect against the pass first? That's an option as well. It's about giving you the same philosophical control real coaches have on Saturday, and then trusting you to use it. As you can see, there's a lot more you can do now within the coaching adjustment menu. Finally, you can easily reset these adjustments back to their defaults with one simple click by pressing L3. In the past, choosing to show blitz meant your entire defense came crowding the line. Safeties, corners, everyone. It looked aggressive, but it also gave everything away. I love that. I love it for us. In College Football 26, you can now show blitz with just your linebackers, giving you far more control over how your defense looks pre-snap. Want to threaten pressure without committing your safeties? Want to crowd the box to bait a check or force a protection slide? Now you can. This isn't just a gameplay improvement, it's real football. In actual defensive game plans, linebackers regularly step up to show pressure, then drop back into coverage or rotate into a different fit post-snap. This new control brings the same level of disguise and intent to your defensive tools. One of the most noticeable upgrades is the introduction of delayed shifts. Defensive coordinators will no longer show their hand immediately. You'll see safeties rotate late, defensive front shift post audible to counter new threats. This simulates real-life defensive disguises. EA Sports College Football 26 is about 17 days away. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. I try to keep it as short as possible. Be blessed. Tell someone you love them. And until next time, Warhawk out.